All right, so normally I like to have something to put my foot on if I'm practicing for a long time. And when I'm serious, it's on my left leg. When I'm just hanging out, it's on my right. I don't know if that's the common thing, but that's just kind of like what I like. So I just generally fire up the best tone that I feel I had time for and just start jamming to loosen up my hands. So right now we're going through a Marshall head. Actually, we're going through the tube screamer and then going into the return into the amp. So not getting any of the preamp of the Marshall. And then we're going into these Celestion kind of things. So optimal tone. And just sit the dumb. And so like that, I'm really just 100% making it up, trying to loosen my wrists or whatever rhythm. It's almost like you go up to a drum and you just start hitting it and coming up with a little beat that's kind of like what I'm doing with guitar. I've always been influenced by that old school heavy metal. So actually, that's what I'm going to play. Sometimes I put on drums, and that can give it a different feeling, but most of the time I'm just playing to make stuff up. I noodle around with some leads. I didn't always switch pickups, but when I'm just warming up, I like to. A lot of times this is just the stuff, my comfort zone. It's not meant to be impressive or perfect. Like I said, just warming up the hand. I might play a lick that I was working on just to see where my hands are at with it, even if I'm not playing it well, you know. What was he? Whatever. Anyone that's jammed with me, that's a comfort zone lick of mine. So it always comes out pretty good. And there's a little mistake there. But you heard that, and you can't think about any of that stuff in the warm-up. You just gotta noodle around, even if you got something. Start up. Normally you hit a wrong note, and you're like, oh, that's when I'm in now. Then you're like, oh, I forgot the tuning from last time. As I was doing the single note thing, I'm like, wouldn't that be nice with the open string? And just threw that in there, and it sounds fun. And that sounded okay, but boy, my wrist is stiff. So I'm already thinking, okay, I gotta loosen the wrist up and I gotta, work on some things that'll, help with that sort of thing. So I'm thinking something like that still keeps a rhythm, but a bigger movement with the wrist. And I've started to warm up when it comes to this stuff. When I want to start, I start with major stuff because it's lighter and it's not going to get me in that aggressive mood, because a lot of aggressive music is more in minor. So as I get more warmed up, then it's going to be more minor stuff. I don't know. I feel like that's melodic. My left hand's starting to feel better. My wrist's starting to feel better. I like to do just a little bit of rotation, this kind of stuff. And it takes a while to warm up. The older you get, the more you have to warm up. So maybe get some picking stuff in here. Some real basic riffs. I don't have to think too much, but really try to get the fast picking. I told you, the holds. Sounds like a Sonic theme song. Now the idea that I didn't mean to hit one at a time, so now I'm going to try it again. And then a lot of times when I get into this stuff, I'll start to get into the thought of innovating something that's old like that, where it's like instead of going, or even just not even this. You just slow it down, that sounds kind of cool. But also starting to lift. Yeah. So. Oh, you go, oh, sorry. Maybe switch the bass out to the yeah. Cool. Yeah. Always saying stuff like that, you know? And doing this keeps me creative and kind of gets my wrist moving in a different way. So maybe I'll come back to that. Then I'll think of something that I've been working on. It's from a Night Ranger, and actually hanging out with this band, I was to do a bunch of 80s covers, and so they wanted me to do this solo, and now they switched it. So I kind of learned it, and I still want to try to get this up to speed because it goes very fast. So this is where I would actually bring up a metronome and kind of see where I'm at. So before I even bring it up, you know. So the whole idea is much more than that, and the whole solo goes much longer, but the main idea that I'm an issue with is that one. Still not 100% sure how it goes, but the pattern is kind of new to me, and I have an idea of how I like to practice it. So I would get that BPM, and I think it was something like that. We can try it again here. So open up my metronome at, and just kind of play it one more time. Somewhere around 140. So I'll generally start at 130 and go up. Depends how much time I have to practice. I don't like going up. 10 is ridiculous, but if I'm speed running this and just trying to get through and try to get my hands moving, that's what I'll do. But generally, if I do it 3 times in a row, I'll do 3 BPM. Now, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do the fast of this, because every now and then to break limits here. Also, this seems, so I'm tuned down, I'm pretty sure, and so it feels a little bit more loose than normal. So you might want to do that eventually, but it depends also what you're in the mood for. I don't mind putting in the hours right now, so I'll put on the BPM. And already it doesn't feel that comfortable, so I might slow it down. I just do just the picking part, you know? Try to add the emphasis to really. And especially when you're combining, there's alternate picking and sweep picking, so you don't want to pick too hard because you'll lock up in 1 and 2. But you still want to emphasize if you can. And then I'm separating here. You notice my left hand's getting too relaxed and missing notes. That's okay. We're experimenting. And there's two ways you can look at it. You either emphasize when the picking pattern repeats or the beat. And I like to do it with the picking pattern right now, so that's what I'm focused on. And either I slow it down or I focus up. I'm still feeling like I can get it. So. Remember, I'm not just going for accuracy here. I'm not just trying to hit it to be happy. Like, I want to own it. I want to be sure that I have it, and with that emphasis, that hitting it instead of just. I'm gonna go. That sounded pretty good. The first one. Good. I think there was something wrong with the first note there, but you know, if you're fairly confident it was just human error, you keep going. I don't know about that one. Good stuff. Because I'm starting with something that's so, like, I'm doing it so slow and relaxed, I feel like I can get past the, normal warm-up that I had, which would be something like. A lot of times if you hear a mistake there, it's because I'm adjusting how loose I am with either hand, or I'm just making a mistake. And I was noticing I'm overpressing with this finger. So there's probably some weakness that I need to take care of here. It might not be fun for the listener, but for me, it's like if I can get like 30 seconds to a minute in, I can feel like I've worked that out in a way that it's gonna grow. It's gonna get stronger. So anyway. I'm not trying to do the whole lick, but that sounded pretty good. The emphasis could be better. Can't seem like I can repeat it. Good emphasis, that rhythm. I'll take it. So if I'm feeling like, okay, I'm getting there, and I only have so much time for this filming and to get done, so I got to keep it rolling. Let's put up 3. It's pretty generous to give myself 3 BPM. I like that one. Even though I was put. I like that one. Let's give it up another 3. Might not see much of a difference on your end, but boy, I really feel every 3 BPM. So anyway, I think you've got the idea. This is just generally how I'll practice something. And it's a little bit casual, but if you take it too seriously, you won't enjoy practicing. Like, I actually enjoy this. I don't enjoy setting it up. I certainly don't like doing the other things. So the camera cut up. Anyway, thanks for watching. And if you like more content like this, then like, comment, subscribe.
So that's all I've got for today. If you'd like to support me, look in the description. There's a bunch of ways, but obviously the easy ones, a like, a comment really goes a long way. And subscribe if you'd like to see more of this, and I'll see you in the next one.